What's going on YouTube? Chris Ola is back with another video on the channel, and today we've got the Arsenal versus FC Zurich away from home match preview. So it's our first game of the Europa League group stage. I'm already looking at the lineup and we know we're going to be playing a 4-3 of some sort. We're not going to be playing a 3-4-2-1. So let's just ignore that for starters. But yeah, I'm making this preview a little late. We've got just over an hour till kickoff, and I'm going to say it every time. I'm so busy with work. I'm so busy with life. It's not easy to have this video prepared way in advance of the time that I need it to have. But soon, when I fully adjusted to the way things need to be going with how I want things to be running, these videos will be coming out very, very consistently. I missed out on the United match review, but we played well offensively. We lacked cutting edge. Defensively, we're naive. Tactically, we're naive. Arteta got it wrong with his substitutions, but it's not too big a deal because that's in the past. We're still sitting on top of the table and we're still in a very comfortable position going into Everton at the weekend. But let's talk about the game in hand right now. FC Zurich, I've never watched them in my life. All I know about them is that they're in Switzerland and they're in our group. We're going to have a look at their lineup real quick. I'm not even going to have a look at their games. They're playing a 4-2-3-1, which just seems like a very standard formation. A lot of teams use it. The average age is not too old. It's not too young. It's decent. I have no idea who any of these players are, but we are Arsenal. And if we want to be the successful team that we want to be, we need to go to their ground and we need to play like we're at home. We need to... I trust Mikel has analysed them correctly. We've got all our performance analysts and whatnot. They will know how this team tends to play and what they're going to try and do to nullify us. And we just need to play our football. So I'll talk about the lineup. Matt Turner in goal. No brainer. I'm happy with that. Centre-back partnership of Migueles. I should have just said Gabriel. Gabriel and Holden. Tomiyasu right back, Kieran Tierney left back. Honestly, that is what I would have predicted outside of maybe Cedric. But Cedric is apparently out for 2 weeks, so of course Tomiyasu would play. We've got a midfield of Lokonga in the 6 with Fabio Vieira and Xhaka. Honestly, that is exactly what I was expecting. And then we've got a front three of Marquinhos, Nketiah and Martinelli. Honestly, I was expecting that too. I wanted Jesus to have a rest. Marquinhos, no-brainer. Nketiah, no-brainer. And Reece Nelson is actually injured right now, or he's not super fit. Smith Rowe is not super fit as well. So I expected that front three. And I'm very happy with the team. Tomiyasu, get your fitness up, boy. We're going to need you in this season because I don't really want to see Ben White at right back. Not because I don't like him there, but because I prefer him in the middle. Rob Holding, this is your time to prove that you are knocking on the door of the first team. Whether or not people agree that you are is up for debate, but not knock on the door, perform well. You're a senior player, so you'll find Matt Turner as well. Like you're back up to Aaron Ramsdale, but just do your thing, bro. Migueles, he needs these minutes because he's not been, he's had a few shaky moments. I'm not going to say he hasn't been performing because, he scored. Playing a centre-back in our system is not an easy feat, so you need the minutes just to iron out your little shaky start. And Saliba needs a rest. Ben White definitely needs a rest. Marquinhos, show us what you got, bro. Saka needs rest. Saka should not be touching Europa League, not because he's bigger than the competition and he's bigger than the rest of the squad, but he's played an awful lot of minutes, so he needs a rest. Lokonga at the 6, he needs the minutes because he's not super familiar with that role. Whether or not it remains to be seen that he will be a 6 in the future for Arsenal, we don't know. I'm just spewing words. I don't know what I'm saying, but he needs the minutes, and in possession is not even a concern. It's defensively. So hopefully he sharpens up defensively, becomes more aware, and he has a good game. Xhaka in the side, the guy's a machine. He could play back-to-back games forever. Everyone talks about that injury, that knee injury. He was projected out for 4 months. He came back 2 months early, straight into the team and was performing. He's one of Arteta's main soldiers. He's a captain on the pitch. He's even the captain, but he's a captain. He's a second coach on the pitch. When you're surrounded by such young players, you need that big captain. Look, average age of 24.4. That is crazy. You need Xhaka in the team. You need a Xhaka in the side to, direct the rest of the opposition. We've got Martinelli. We've got Fabio Vieira. Fabio Vieira in midfield. I didn't even speak on Curentini because of the way this formation is set up. But Curentini left back, he's a senior player. He needs the minutes because he's only played 2 games and we know what he's like with his fitness. It's not super good. But I trust, he'll do the job and he gets to get a few more minutes in the inverted role that he's going to be asked to be playing in this game and throughout the season. Fabio Vieira, we saw a little cameo from him at United. Very, very, very excited at what he could be because, it's a nice... We paid 35 mil for him. Is decent money for a player that not many of us have seen. And, he showed moments of brilliance. That pass into, I think, Emil Smith-Rowe from deep in the right half space. Brilliant, brilliant. Just shows that he's got the quality and, he's not afraid to shoot. He took 3 shots in that game, which is it's refreshing because Odegaard is almost a polar opposite. Odegaard will not take a pot shot, will not make those risk-adverse passes, those, high-risk, high-reward passes. So, not as often as Fabio Vieira seems to be making them. Martinelli, don't need to say much about him, just please stay fit. And Nketiah, you need to start. You deserve this start. It may not be the Premier League start that you're craving for, but he's a hungry, hungry player. He's not one that sulks. He's not one that, will get upset that he's not getting minutes. He will go on that pitch and prove that he should be starting in the main team. So that's the team that we're going for. We're away from home. I don't know much about Zurich, but I'm gonna go for 3. I'm gonna go for 3-1 victory. 3-1 victory because although our defense is good, Matt Turner, he's a bit shaky with the shot stopping. From what I've seen, Holding isn't as good as Saliba, as good as White, and Gabriel, I feel, isn't as good as those two as well. So we may leak a goal. Lokonga's not also a natural 6, or he's not completely comfortable in that role. So we may leak a goal, but I believe there's going to be a lot of quality in Nketiah brace. I'm going to even say Fabio Vieira is going to get in on there, but it's largely irrelevant what I'm predicting. We better go and get the win. And I'll see you guys for my preview ahead of Everton.